Okay, I know dabhdude did a video on SML Iceberg, but I decided to use a different SML Iceberg page. The best one I found was this one by MelonNation14 on Reddit. So thanks Melon, and on to the video. Cheating drama. A lot of rumors were spread on Logan and Chili's drama, with a bunch of he said, she said comments. What is right and what is wrong? Well, we may never know. dabhdude. dabhdude is a person who makes mostly SML related content, and also hosts gameplay on his main channel. Black Yoshi, Shrek, Woody, and Toad. All of these used to be main characters on the channel before a certain someone came to the channel, but we will get a cameo, or if we're lucky, an entire video. But sadly that happens very rarely. Jeffy's Kids. A video that started the end of SML in my opinion, but I honestly don't really want to talk about it. Human puppets. When SML wasn't allowed to use the plush characters anymore, he decided to use the human puppets. And by God, I'm sorry, but I just can't look at these. They are absolutely terrible. You know, there's a reason why the Muppets actually work and not this. It's because the Muppets was made by people who understand how to make puppets not so terrifying. Jeffy's Bad Word. Yet another worse, if not the worst, SML video of all time. This video is what many call the crash of a character episode, where a character turns completely on fans in just a single episode. MLSDA, aka Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures. This is what a lot of people say is the true start to SML's legacy, and to this very day is honestly the best videos SML will ever produce. I mean, nothing will ever compare to this series, it's just too special. Seadusk. Seadusk was a person who interviewed Logan and the crew, mostly about Chili and Logan's drama. Honestly, the video is an hour long, and if you want to watch it, I'll leave it in the description. Cease and desist letter. So Logan apparently got a cease and desist letter from Nintendo. He posted it on his Instagram story, which was later deleted, which raises two red flags right off the bat on why he didn't just post it and why he deleted it. But at the same time, it's not surprising since they're getting money off of Nintendo properties. SML Reacts. SML Reacts is when Logan and crew react to their old videos, and honestly I really like them because I get to know what it took to make each video. So I really don't mind these too much. Cable 10. Cable 10 makes mostly SML parodies. I've only watched a couple in my lifetime, apart from the latest one for this video I'm making, and they were okay, I guess. I mean, I'd much rather watch him than modern SML nowadays. SML is completely demonetized. I don't know if this goes to the main channel only or to the other channels, but in 2017, SML's entire channel got demonetized, and I feel like Logan is over-exaggerating on it a bit, because you shouldn't be mad over a minor thing like that, and I know it's your job and all, but you still make money regardless. The new SML channel. The latest SML channel is mostly just remakes and downgraded versions of already existing videos. I believe this was the Super Yoshi Logan channel, but I'm not all too sure. But who knows if this channel will get taken down as well. The Super Mario Logan movie. The SML movie was actually set to release sometime in 2017, and considering it's 4 years later, it's most likely it'll never happen. And considering the state of SML, it's a definite no. The toxic fanbase. SML's fanbase is one of the worst fanbases to ever exist on this very planet. You go from annoying kids who imitate Jeffy, to people who bully others for not liking SML, to people who think SML is God. If you were bullied because you didn't like SML, just know that you are loved and deserve better in life because you are an awesome person. Jeffy's Superpowers. Jeffy's Superpowers was a cancelled SML video where Jeffy Saves the Day was supposed to come out in 2016, but Logan said it was terrible and cancelled it. Huh, so he does have a brain after all. Patreon scam. Okay, now this one is really good. So when Logan was in quote-unquote dire needs, he opened a Patreon where fans can donate money to him. And literally a few days later buys 2 Lamborghinis. Yep. Those 2 moments were in the exact same week. But it was also a scam because Logan did not follow through the people actually donating money to him. For example, for $50, you could get your name in the bottom of the description. Now, for most YouTubers, that would be $1 to $5 at most. Not 50. Also, most people didn't even read the descriptions anyways, so why not put it at the beginning or end of videos? And it took them a couple months to do that, when it's literally copy and paste of names. Oh, but wait, it gets better! For even $100, you can get a shoutout from your favorite SML character. Well, the problem is that Logan spent months without doing any shoutouts. The only shoutouts he ever did was like 10, if that. And this was $100 a month. No, not $100 in general, I mean $100 a month. And it was no guarantee that you would receive anything. Many people asked for refunds, and who knows if they ever got their money back. And for $10 a month, you would get early access. But the problem was, Logan would release it the same time it was posted on YouTube, or release it at most 15 minutes, which was better, I guess, or most of the time just didn't post it at all. Logan should have made the early access at least an hour or two, or maybe a whole day. Earlier the better, am I right? Hashtag AskJeffy. Hashtag AskJeffy was a Twitter and YouTube trend where mostly old fans of SML typed the hashtag to get rid of Jeffy once and for all. And of course that never happened, and the trend didn't last for very long. Goodman's House. Another unreleased video which will most likely be released because, and why not? Swatting situation. With Logan's address released, I'm surprised he wasn't swatted sooner. But swatting is really dumb as it's a waste of policemen and anyone could have gotten hurt. Supposedly Skip did this, but it's not confirmed. Tom Brady jersey. Okay, for some reason Logan really likes Tom Brady. Like, really likes Tom Brady. I mean, it's nice to like a certain player, but then there's just too much. Nintendo. Nintendo makes SML animations, and they are god-awful. I already discussed this in my dabhdude video, but to make a story short, Nintendo puts no effort in any of his animations. Chef Pee-Pee goes to New York. Another unreleased video, but from what I've heard, this video was going to be another goes to video with added Chef Pee-Pee torture, so thankfully it was scrapped. JeffyCon. JeffyCon was a convention held in New York with SML fans, but it ended up being a disaster as most of the fans were kids just crowding Logan, and Logan had to be escorted via police. SML on GMA. Good Morning America posted 2 segments about YouTube, one focusing mostly on SML, the other just so happened to mentioning it, but it was just a bunch of people not knowing how YouTube worked and saying, hey, this is bad for our kids, we should stop it. The JJ incident. The JJ incident was an incident where Logan beat up JJ because of a watch that he sold that Logan had borrowed from his grandpa. And if you were Logan in this situation and someone sold something valuable from a family member, you'd definitely get mad too. Also, Logan's punches looked very weak, and JJ looked completely fine afterwards. Creepypastas and theories. Yeah, so creepypastas exist of SML. But if you want some more secure answers, then SML theories are a way better way to go. Jamarcus Mitchell. Oh man, so this is gonna get pretty sad. Jamarcus Mitchell was a friend Logan had met in the hospital and telling Logan to keep his head up and be a better person in life. And while Logan did end up making it, Jamarcus didn't. Jamarcus passed away on October 16th, 2012. Logan ended up going to his funeral. That's how much he meant to him, and he ended up going to church and try to be the best person he can. GameCube Dude was a person who made SML reactions, but Lavelle didn't like them because he wasn't liking the videos better, and SML fanboys attacked him for hating on it as well. Best comment wins a free video game. So at the end of a lot of SML videos, Logan would put best comment wins a free video game. However, I don't think anyone ever got a video game, ever. Now, back then the excuse was you had to check your messages on YouTube. However, YouTube messages have been discontinued for some time in 2018. So how would Logan get in contact with people who won? Instagram, maybe? SkipDip. SkipDip was a person who despised SML and threatened to take down Logan's channels. He mass flagged a bunch of SML's videos, and who knows what he's up to now. Mr. Pig. Mr. Pig was a character from the classic era and was the main character in the beginning. However, Mario confirms that he is dead and Jeffy breaks his helmet, but who knows if that's true. Tony the Tiger. Another main character in the classic era, he also appeared from time to time in the golden era. Sadly, the last appearance he ever made was from a shoutout, which is really sad honestly. Mario has Stockholm Syndrome. The most notable I could think of is when Mario has nightmares in a couple of videos and the PTSD he has when he sees a turtle. EDP445. EDP445 was a friend of Lavelle and Logan somewhat. Supposedly he was going to be in a video, but that never happened. Considering where he is right now, I'm glad that never happened. The Swear Jar. A cancelled video which I'm glad never happened since I'm the type of person who doesn't like swear words a lot. Now, I'm not like a mom, but I only approve of sometimes swears where it's funny. Z Yoshi Man, also known as Z-Dude, is the person who played Mama Luigi and makes his own content on his YouTube channel. Overall, he is a nice and cool guy. Logan had an SMA surgery. SMA, also known as spinal muscular atrophy, is a disease that destroys cells in the spinal cord, and it's honestly a miracle that Logan survived all of that. Don't like, don't watch. This was a phrase Logan would use to people who didn't like any of his content, and this just reminded me of the don't ask, don't tell sign of the US Army. Yeah, that turned out well. Jeffy was supposed to be voiced by Pablo. Honestly, I think that would have been a whole lot better than what we got from it now. I would have loved to see how that would have been played out. Froggy Company. So many people claim that Logan drove Froggy Company into suicide or something. Now, they weren't on good terms, it certainly wasn't at that degree. Plus, if that was actually true, Logan's reputation would have went down the drain years ago. Logan apparently caught up to Froggy Company recently, and he's doing well for himself. There are 2 Goodmans. Technically there are 3 Goodmans, since there's the news anchor, the officer, and the landlord. Alternate universes. If you consider Season 3 canon, that means Mario is stuck in multiple universes, never to see the original universe again. And if that's the case, then can anyone in SML just jump through different dimensions? SML Archive. SML Archive is a channel who uploads re-uploaded SML content, mostly old videos that have been deleted. Elena had beef with Lavelle and Chili. Supposedly Elena called the police on Lavelle because he had possession of marijuana, and now Lavelle has a restraining order on her. And Chili refused to show her in vlogs because mostly of jealousy, I presume. Curb Stomp. Curb Stomp was Anthony's channel before leaving the SML crew. He still uploads, but although rather rarely. A child tried to hang himself because he saw Jeffy do it. Supposedly, a kid tried to hang himself with a noose because he saw Jeffy do it in a video, and while I believe he was trying to imitate Jeffy, I don't believe it for a second that he learned how to tie a noose from it, as it's rather hard to tie one, honestly. Strip club pictures. I heard rumors that Logan took Tito to a strip club, but I honestly couldn't find anything about it. But it had nothing explicit from it I heard. Goodman wants the red couch. Goodman basically wants anything Mario has, so the red couch isn't really far off. Black Yoshi's Family. Black Yoshi's Family was going to be a series featuring Black Yoshi's entire family, but Logan said he needed the right red Yoshi plush. However, a fan sent him one, and he just never made it. Deleted videos from 2007 to 2009. There are so many deleted videos from that time. Some of them I know of, some of them I don't. But most of those videos weren't even a minute long, so it wasn't really that groundbreaking. Crowd Killer. This was Chili's boyfriend after breaking up with Logan. He has an Instagram where he posts his photography work, and him and Chili have long broken up. Dr. Phil and Friends. This was a channel Logan made in 2008, where it only has 1 video on it, and who knows what's going to happen to that channel. Black Yoshi was mostly absent in 2020 because of BLM. I highly doubt that considering SML has more racially offensive characters in it, and since Logan doesn't like Black Yoshi as much as his 2 money cows. Black Yoshi plays Call of Duty series. So for this one, I honestly don't know what this is. Was this a series of videos on SML that never happened, or just flat out deleted? I honestly don't know. 19Lance93 was Lance's old YouTube name before it got deleted. Not much is known about this channel, but we know that Logan and Lance worked on it together. Classic versus modern SML. So this is like comparing night and day. With Classic you have a bunch of good and memorable videos, the other ones are just a bunch of nobodies. Mario and Tony.tk. This was the Super Mario Logan URL website before the website was taken down and abandoned. Jeffy was based off a real kid with autism. I don't think this is actually true, as if it is, it's rather insulting. The Super Mario Logan movie was supposed to be the last SML video. While it may would have been a lot of fans' last videos they ever saw, I don't think it was really gonna be the last one ever. Super Mario Got Milk isn't the first SML video ever made. I guess supposedly there was a video before that was truly the first SML video ever made, but who knows if that's true. Woody died in the asteroid. While not 100% confirmed, Woody did sacrifice himself to destroy the asteroid, and we haven't seen him in a video since, and with the rate the channel is going, yeah, we're not going to see him ever again. SML is Elsagate. I'm not entirely sure what this means, but if I had to take a guess, SML basically doesn't try at all in any of his videos, and just hopes to get loads and loads of views with little to no effort as possible. XX Rubik's Cube XX. This was a YouTube channel ran by Logan, showing people how to solve different types of Rubik's Cubes. Logan was only 14 when he made this, and the channel has been long since abandoned. The cease and desist letter is fake. I'm in the group where I believe Logan faked the whole thing because he knew he couldn't make money off of Nintendo characters and wanted to make money by selling crappy puppets. Another thing is that the letter is kind of vague, honestly, and a real desist and desist letter looks like this. Logan hates his older fans. The worst of the worst is the last on this list, which is Logan hates his older fans, which is sad but true. All Logan wants to do is have his ego stroked by the Jeffy fans, and doesn't listen to anyone else but the Jeffy fans. Goes to show you how low Logan has become of himself. Well, this was a hard video to make, but in all honesty, I don't want to talk about SML anymore. It's time for not only me, but for all of us to move on. Well, SML, we had our ups, we had our downs, well, mostly downs, but it's time to finally put you to bed.